Oof. Oof. What a day. Right, guys? It's a crazy kind of day. See, the market actually, according to the market didn't look that bad. But if you guys are looking at SPY, you know it looks bad. It looks bad. Ouch. Nasty drop, bro. I actually got to rebalance my account, so give me a second. Let me put you guys on hold. Second, I gotta rebalance some positions. All right, I'm back almost. I'm just kind of rebalancing some positions in my portfolio. Had some stuff I wanted to sell and some stuff I wanted to pick up. So I talked about this a little bit yesterday. Oh, crypto market is down too. But we talked a little bit about this from the perspective and market outlook. Ouch. And I said that this was a big possibility that we could drop, and we talked about this on Monday as well for those of you guys that was here. So it's not like this was an unforeseen circumstance. We saw this coming to a certain extent. um Posted in the market outlooks and Xtrades on where I thought the outlook was gonna be. Let me see if I can find that. And things are kind of coming out to fruition, and as much as I hate to see it come out, it's a natural occurrence. It's we were so bullish for so many days that it's really honestly only natural for it to be coming down like this. And I said yesterday that, for people that thought this was a joke, for people that was buying the top and just thinking that things are gonna keep going up, they were nuts. Freaking nuts, bro. I said that, man. Why is the screen so much smaller? There we go. That's how the screen should be looking. Somebody messed with the screen. Hold on, let me just damn, we had so much people that died today. What's up, Ian? But we talked about this in the market report. You think it's the worst day we had since 2020? Probably. It's reasonable. that's reasonable, I guess. But we talked about how like the rejection was setting up on the queues um on November 29th. So what are we at now? So that was Monday, November 29th. And we're finally flooding it down to this level over here almost. So we're getting pretty close to the buying opportunity. Let's look at the updated version of this chart. I got some buy the dip opportunity alerts too popping up. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. So financial sectors are hitting that buy the dip line right there that I was looking for. So that's pretty juicy. We like that. SPY almost hitting the bottom of the range at 448. So it's at 450 right now. It closed at 450 today. So we're about a few points off that. Ideally, would love to hit that range. I don't know if we're gonna hit it or not, but this is a good area to start nibbling and start picking up some small positions. The techs, the tech sector is still not like down to that area that I would ideally like to hit. So the super buy the dip area for tech sector would be like around 374. We're not necessarily close to that yet, but it would be nice if we did get close to that. We did get the rejection. We are hitting that second level of support, looking for tech to hit the third level around 385s. I think they could possibly follow through with tomorrow because there's still a lot of techs that are just really, really strong. But then again, we're just talking about the new COVID, right? What is it? Omicron? Omicron? I don't know. I hope I said it right. You know, um, so a lot of the tech sectors are kind of strong because the it's more of a supply chain issue than tech issue. But I think there are a few companies that could benefit a lot from it, and then there are going to be a few companies just going to get wrecked from it. So look to see that. Let's check out the earnings for today. So we did play some earnings stocks. We play some Crowdstrike lottos for today. So let's see how that play out. See if they posted yet. So I hope that gave you guys a little bit of idea of what's going on and stuff. Got a lot of earnings that came out today. ExxonMobil said they can double their earnings by 2027. Bro, that's a long time away. Five Below came out. Looks like they had a pretty good earnings. EPS is 43 cents as opposed to 29 cents. They're up about $8 after hours. Sales is 608 as opposed to 563. This is a 19% increase in EPS compared to last year and 27% increase in sales compared to last year. Where's the company trading at last year? It was trading around $157, $158. So it's up from that. Pretty reasonable, I guess. What else reported today? OKTA also reported. The snow reported too. Yes, it did. We'll get to that in a sec. So OKTA reported EPS -7 cents as opposed to -24 cents. So that's actually a really good beat. Sales is 351 mil as opposed to 327 mil. However, though, this was a 275% decrease compared to net positive earnings of 4 cents. And sales was a 61% increase compared to the same period last year. So I'm not sure what happened there. They might have spent more money or something. And that could be a driver that that caused the EPS to go down so much. But hey, at least they perform a much better EPS than anticipated. So last year the company was trading around 230s. Right now it's going down to as low as 180s. I'm guessing at some point it's gonna be a nice buying area. I mean, we got a little support around 185, so it kind of broke under that. Next level was like 174s, and then after that, it's probably gonna be somewhere around that 140s range. I don't know if he'll get there, but that will be an interesting buying area. We'll have to watch this tomorrow, check it out, see if dig a little bit more into it to see if there's buying opportunity. So they're saying for Q4 they're looking at negative 24 to 25 cents as opposed to 28 cents. So not gonna do as good as this quarter. Sales is pretty in line, and then full year they're looking at 53 cents as opposed to negative 74 cents. Sales is pretty in line. So guidance isn't like super strong, but pretty decent. Could be a bullish move for them eventually. Let's check out Splunk. Ooh! Oh my gosh. So Splunk, another cloud company. I know we were looking at it earlier this week. Hey, what's up, man? So he said, Zer says that I got people that can be worried about COVID, but even if they will be locked down or something, wouldn't that make companies like PayPal, Facebook, and other more money? That's a great thought, and I think that's a possibility as well. So that's why I posted it here that Citibank and PayPal could present really good buying opportunities. I really like some of the news that PayPal has been rolling out, so a little bit bullish on them. We'll probably look to open a spread going a little bit further out on PayPal tomorrow, just because I think they have a good chance to recover and stuff like that. So Splunk reported earnings. Ooh, this is ugly, bro. This is disgusting, man. What a drop. So it dropped to $90 real quick. And then huge recovery. So let's see what they said. They said earnings per share is negative $2.14, down from $1.26, down from negative 126 year over year. Sales is 664 million, as opposed to 650 mil estimate. It says compared to last year, this is a 69% decrease over losses of negative 126 per share from the same period last year. Sales is about 19% increase. So the sales cannot justify the increased costs and other stuff that they're having. And then on top of that, they guided Q4 sales to be weaker than estimated. They're looking between 740 to 790 as opposed to 834. And then the sales is somewhere between 2.5 to 2.6 as opposed to 2.8. So it's been a downhill path for them, man. Really struggling here at the 110 area support right now. I don't know what to say. They're coming to like pre-COVID levels. I mean, after COVID levels. They're coming to as low as when COVID hit them. I guess 90s is a buying opportunity. I guess a lot of people, there's probably people that had orders around the $90 range and that just saved them. It pumped up so fast there. Didn't Square had a big move yesterday? Didn't Square ran already? What else are you guys looking at? So let's check out Crowdstrike's earnings. Crowdstrike earnings per share is 17 cents as opposed to 10 cents. Sales is 380 mil as opposed to 363. So pretty good earnings on Crowdstrike, top and bottom. Says compared to last year, this is a 112% increase compared to the earnings of 8 cents. And then sales is a 63% increase compared to last year. Cybersecurity firm, man, can only go up. Last year stock was trading around 140s. Right now it's trading around 200s. It's been running down pretty hard the last few days for no reason whatsoever. So 140s. I think we could value them at like 224s easily. So at this price point right now, it's pretty cheap. On a 2-year basis, they're trading around like 62 prior to COVID. I don't think COVID really did anything to them because their cybersecurity firm can only go up. They add over 1,600 net new subscriptions, deliver record operating and free cash flow, net new ARR growth accelerates. Just great quarter overall, man. I'm bullish on Crowdstrike a lot. Cash flow is 151 as opposed to 88, almost 100% increase there. Highlights. Oh, looks like they acquired a company. That's probably what's been holding them down. Usually when they acquire companies, it weakens the stock price. So next quarter, they guided up to 0.19 to 0.21 versus 0.16. Sales is 406 to 412 as opposed to 400. Full year 22 estimate 57 to 59 as opposed to 47. Sales is 1.42 to 1.43 as opposed to 1.41. So top and bottom beat. Guidance is up, top and bottom as well. Pretty bullish overall. What's up, man? What's going on? Buying opportunity is almost here, I'm pretty sure. We talked a little bit about this on yesterday's stream. So I think today around this 451, 450 area is an interesting area to start. A mini position. I'm not saying to go deep. I'm just saying it's a good area to nibble. What is this? What is this? Ooh, snow. Why is snow up so much? Snow reported Q3 EPS at negative 51 cents as opposed to negative 6 cents. Sales is 334 mil as opposed to 305 mil. It just gained back everything that lost today. So today, company opened around 345. It went as low as 306, and it just gained it all back. That's kind of weird. Oh, that was the big wick on SPY. Who put an order in for that high? Actually, I don't think that's an order somebody put in. I think that's an assignment. Oh, that's so sexy, man. Good job. Made 45,000. or 4,500. Very nice. Why is Snow up so much after hours? So Snow says product revenue of 312 million, representing 110% year-over-year growth. Remaining performance obligations of 1.8 billion, representing a 94% year-over-year growth. 5,416 total customers. Net revenue retention rate of 173%. 148 customers with 12-month trailing 12-month product revenue greater than $1 million. Nice. Looks pretty good. Revenue for the quarter. Strong growth. I wish they would make that thing fat bigger. They're finally starting to see that big growth. I remember the last few quarters, they were growing very, very slow, as opposed to the price of the stock. Let me see. How was the stock price compared to last year's? Oh, last year company was trading around 292s. IPO'd around 220s. So we're now trading at 350s. It might have that run to 400 again at this point. If they're reporting like 100% revenue growth and all these other good things. But I don't know how bullish the market is for that though. They're still trading at 100 times price of sale. So that's pretty big there. But if they can play catch up, I'm sure it'll be good for them. Pop blast. Good for you, man. Viva System Q3 also reported earnings per share is 97 cents as opposed to 88 cents. Sales is 476 million as opposed to 465. It's pretty good. Top and bottom beat. 24% increase compared to last year's, and 26% increase in sales compared to last year's. So last year company was trading around 270s. It's actually down from last year's. It's actually stock is trading around 260s right now, down $11 from last year's. Down a little bit after hours, but it looks like they said they're doing much better than last year's. So compared to last year, they're up 26%. What's the guidance like? Guidance is pretty strong too. So if you guys are into cloud company, if you like the company, could see some buying opportunity. Next support around 240s. Damn, so many cloud companies reporting today. Zora also reported as well. 2 cents as opposed to negative 2 cents as opposed to negative 3 cents. Sales at 89 mil as opposed to 86 mil. 100% decrease in EPS compared to last year. Lost 1 cent more money compared to last year. 15% increase in sales compared to last year's. Company was trading around $11. Right now it's at 18. So price has appreciated much more than the sales. Guidance is pretty in line too, so nothing big here. Could see that triangle pattern play out over here. Elastic also reported. Elastic reported earnings per share -9 cents as opposed to -16 cents. That's a beat. Sales is 206 as opposed to 194. It's also a beat top and bottom. However, it's 200% decrease compared to last year. They lost more money. And 42% increase in sales compared to last year. Wonder what's causing all these decrease in margins? Because a lot of these companies, they're like they're making more money compared to last year's, but they're having decreased margins somewhere. It's kind of odd. PVH. This is the company that design and market brand apparels in more than 40 countries. They make stuff like Calvin Klein, Tommy Hilfigers. Maybe they're paying employees more. I'm not sure. Maybe it's just office expenses. I'm not sure. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's causing that huge increase. Let's check out how this company is doing. PVH earnings per share is $2.67 as opposed to 207. Um, Sales is 2.33 billion as opposed to 2.41. It says earnings per share is 100% increase compared to last year, and sales at 10% increase. Last year the company was trading around $80. Prior to COVID, the company was trading around this $105. But I feel like supply chain issue might be a big issue for them. It says they raised their guidance from 8.5 to 9.25 for the full year. Damn, that's kind of bullish. Oh, I think that's just from this quarter. They just raised it from this quarter, so they had an unusual good quarter, and they probably expect next quarter to be in line. Oh, that's a good point. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they gave people money. That's true. That could be a good idea. But is that really a big increase like that though? Did the pay go up a lot in the tech field as well? Are developers and engineers and stuff more in demand? Software engineers? Everything is in shortage. Yeah, I'm gonna take some requests to chart and look at a bunch of stocks in a little bit. Oh wow. Yo, and you know what? That's still not that much because inflation is up like 50% if you think about it, right? Like inflation is up like almost 50%, but salaries are only up 15%. Aren't we getting scammed? Let's take a look at AI earnings and then we'll go a little bit into charts. AI is Tommy's favorite company. So AI earnings per share is negative 23 cents as opposed to negative 28. Still losing money hand over fist. Sales is 58 mil as opposed to 56 mil. Compared to last year's only 2% beat. Actually, let me see. Compared to last year, it was a 41% increase year over year. Guidance has been great, raised to show 35 to 37% growth. So they're looking like a turnaround here. Looking like a turnaround. Things are looking interesting. The whole concept of this company is supposed to help like boomer companies catch up to the new tech movement. But the company is still trading at all-time lows. Hit 33 today. Broke that super duper support around 44 a while back. Looks like it's up a few percent after hours due to that good guidance. Market on closing balance, it says it was 206 to the buy side prior to market close, but around market close it was actually 600 million to the sell side. But at least we were much better than yesterday, because if you guys were here yesterday, um, yeah, this is the first time. This is the first time AI is up on ER. But if you guys were here yesterday, I told you guys yesterday was a huge like selling opportunity because we saw market imbalance. I think it was one of the highest imbalance I've ever seen. I think it was like $8 billion to the sell side. So what that means is that a lot of people are unloading, and I said that I speculate that MMs are probably just unloading on retail traders and just getting retail traded to hold the bag. And I think they just did that again today, because if you look at the market, it was up for no reason today. I was even sitting there starting to doubt myself because I was like, damn, I was pretty confident the market was bearish, but we had like that huge recovery, gapped up, came back to that double top from yesterday's opening price around 463, and look at that 13-point drop, man. Biggest scam out there. So I felt bad people got caught in that. That was a pretty scammy move. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look at some stocks. Damn, sorry to hear that, man. Nothing going right. Nothing going right, yo. Oh, they had BBW had earnings today. The sell and buy balance is only 600 million to the sell side. So not as significant yesterday. We're talking about millions today. Yesterday we were talking about 8 billion. So so what that means is that it's coming down a little bit. Oh, this is what happened. This is what happened. This is why it moved so much. So Bill and Bear Workshop report record revenue, pre-tax income in fiscal 2021, declares special dividend, and authorizes a stock repurchase program, and again we raises the annual guidance. So this is pretty much like a short attack. Anybody that is like trying to short them, they're like trying to squeeze the shorts here. Anytime a company does a special dividend, it's usually to squeeze the shorts. So they said they generated about 95 million in total revenue, an increase of 27% compared to 2020 third quarter, 35% compared to 2019. That's good. I like that they reported this number, because they're saying that they not only did really good compared to last year, but they did even better compared to 2019 prior to COVID. Um, and then they also declared the special dividend. Gross profit margins is up. What isn't up, man? Shit. It's a good quarter. What's the special dividend at though? Show me the special dividend. Oh, so special dividend is at $1.25 per share, and they're doing a repurchase of 25 million. So market cap is 274. 25 divided by 274, about 10%. Yo, that's a big move. So company is trading on 17. I'll put them around this price, $19.78. It's moved above that, but that's why I would think they're at least value at. 2-year basis, they were trading on $5 there. Oh, this company is still pretty overvalued, man. I don't know. It's kind of hard to. We have to really sit there and figure out the math. It's coming down. It's coming down. It's coming down for this company. All right, let's check out the charts. Check out the charts. I don't think we die. I think it was just a good area. We're coming back to the trend line, the bottom side. The upside is a down channel too. Actually, check this out. Check this down channel. I mean, if you could try to draw the down channel, but really it's just the moving averages. You can see where we kind of rejected on the script. So, oh shit, my feet fell asleep. So, on the script here, you can see like it kind of came back to this moving average over here around 464-ish. And it tried to squeeze above it to kind of signal a bullishness, but it was really a trap. And we kind of rejected off there and just came back down, coming back down to the bottom of the trend line now. So, could even draw this here. We're overextended even more. So we're at 450 right now, all the way down here. So even broke that trend line. So even if we do get recovery tomorrow, I could see us recover to. I can see us potentially recover to like around 459s, because usually the bigger the drop, the stronger the bounce as well. I'll give you a chance to understand this in a little bit. So I'm gonna release our swing indicators this week for sure. We're in the wrap of like finishing up our presentations and stuff. So I just got the PowerPoint system set up. Things are almost there. We're getting everything finished, so that's gonna be pretty cool. If you guys are Xtrade members, you know where we're gonna release it. We're gonna release it on the X Hubs. It's gonna be about $250 because there is 252 trading days in a year. If you guys can't make a dollar from this indicators, man, I'm ashamed, right? So I'm confident that you guys can easily make at least a dollar a day from the indicators. So that's why I'm probably gonna release it for around $252 or maybe 249. But it's also gonna come with like 30 minutes of mentoring as well, because I don't want to release the indicators just for you guys to like have no clue how to use it whatsoever, right? I want you guys to be able to understand not just from your perspective, but from my perspective on how to use it and whatnot. So that's gonna be pretty cool too. But if you guys stick around to the end of the stream, I'm gonna give you guys a deal on that too. So let's take a look at TSM. Took the SPY 458 put today at 0.06 cents and scaled out at $1.50. Damn! Hella sexy, bro. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, the damn thing went over $8. What the hell? Yo, I mean, you should have checked out the stream yesterday. We legit called out this number. I legit sat here yesterday and I was like, I think we could possibly come down to like this 452, 451 area. So when we were streaming yesterday, I think it was like 452. That was the target I had to start buying the dip. So we kind of came back to that area pretty well. You could also say like, even if you weren't using the script, you can just draw the support and resistance line too, and you can easily define that as the next area of support from here, because we had hit this area as a previous resistance. So since the candle is above this area before, it is now support. So that was also aligned there too. So there's just a lot of confluence there, man. Cyber Wednesday, yo. Never seen an option go over 100x in a day. Damn, congrats, yo. That doesn't happen a lot. So we're gonna look at PayPal and then TSM. I got you guys. Oh yeah, so since you guys are here, the next area report I'm looking at is probably 447. We may or may not hit there, but that's probably where another area where I start adding position as well. So 446, 447 there. Because ideally we think the market is more bullish than bearish, right? But if you're gonna start getting position, make sure you're going 1 month to 2 months out, because you never know if you're gonna face this where it just straight bounce, or if it's gonna be like a chop where it's gonna take over a month to bounce like this, right? Because we talked about the whole new COVID variants and how that could affect the economy. Um, you guys got to check yesterday's stream if you missed that, because I don't want to go over too much about it. I hate repeating myself or just repeating anything in general. But we talk about how it could be 60 days of supply chain issues and all that stuff. So let's check out PayPal to see the buying opportunity there. So PayPal actually came up with some pretty good news today. So they said that they will offer Pay in 4, which is PayPal's credit financing option for Wix's e-commerce merchants. For people that aren't familiar with Wix, Wix is like a web builder. It's kind of like Shopify in a way, but just a website version of it. And this allows customers to split the cost of a purchase into 4 interest-free payments made every 2 weeks, while PayPal's credit offers 6-month financing on purchase of more than $99. So PayPal's also getting big into this Affirm space, Affirm, Upstart, all these other companies that are doing like buy now, pay later. So I think that's a very, very, very bullish thing for PayPal, and that's something that I don't think the market has priced in yet, which means we could potentially see a big bounce in PayPal. However, the level I'm looking for is around 176 area. that's where I ideally want to start position. Last time we were possibly looking at this $200 to start position. We thought that was going to be a psychological support. It was not the area. I mean, it did bounce a little bit. It did bounce a little bit here. It did have that dead cat bounce a little bit at the psychological $200 support. There was also some support here and here too. But obviously we broke under that, so we came down a lot more. And I think we're at a really good buying opportunity now. Because there's so much hype behind that, man. And like, if we thought a firm partnering up with Amazon was big, how is PayPal's doing this buy now pay later thing not a huge thing, right? So I also read some other news that says that their their sales are up bigly too. Like, they said their sales are up for Black Fridays a lot. I don't see it here, but I saw somewhere in the news on Bazinga today. Oh yeah. Um I also saw that PayPal is offering like $10 free crypto if you buy Bitcoin with them. So that's also a pretty interesting thing too. They're just doing a lot of things, man. And I'm surprised that the stock just keep dropping. Oh yeah, no, Wix isn't that big, of course. But PayPal as a platform is big though. Yeah, so there's a huge move in that. People are getting really bullish into it. I mean, compared to last year, PayPal's high was around 122s, 123s, right? And it's like it had ran a lot. It ran to $300, so obviously it got overvalued at some point. But as it's starting to come down, I think we're getting to a really interesting point of opportunity. So I would be looking at the 176 area to start a position, and I'll show you what position I would start too, just as a concept. Let me find the discussion channel. So if you guys in Xtrade, I'm gonna post this in discussion channel. Posting. Dun, 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 dun. PayPal. So that's an interesting buying area near 176 that I think we could potentially hit. I think they're gonna offer it across like multiple things, but that's just a new partnership they have. That's just like, I think that's just one of the new partnerships that they just achieved recently. That's why. So if I was doing a spread on PayPal, I would go to the next earnings, because I know that by the time we report that next earnings, they're probably gonna release. I think PayPal has Bitcoins as well, right? Because I know last quarter Bitcoin price was down. So when they closed the quarter and they closed the quarter on the Bitcoin price, it was very low. So if they report it again this time, I know at least that was for Square. So if they released it this time, it should be a much higher number. So that, since they're a little bit linked to Bitcoin too, And they're also expected to have a better quarter than the previous quarter as well. So previous quarter was 6.22 estimate. They reported 6.18. That was a miss, even though EPS was a beat. So this quarter is 1.12 and 6.9. If they do, if they do beat that and they do even better than that on that number, this could potentially skyrocket the stocks from 170s back to 200 plus. So it's trading around 180 right now, 179. I would probably do the 180 to 190 going into February. So what is that? Earnings is on February 2nd. So getting the February 18 contracts. So the cost is about $423. If you go pretty close to the money at 180 to 190, and your opportunity to profit is 577 if it hits um if it hits that price, if it hits like 190s by February 18th. If you want to go a little bit cheaper, you can go to the 190s and the 200s as well, because if it moves back, I could see it easily move back to 200s, if not 220s, right? So if it moves back to 220s, this other contract is a little bit cheaper at 190 to 200 at 310. You could potentially make about 690. So if it makes that move to 20s, you would make anywhere from 385 to 690 by February. So those are some interesting moves that I would be looking at. Yeah, the premium's pretty juicy too. So I'll post this there too, the option strategy as well, so you guys can check that out. The Fiat World, you said you wanted to check out TSM. It says it's been moving after hours despite the market dropping. Huh? Oh, it didn't move after hours. It's at 120. Let me see. So TSM has been disappointing us pretty hard. Last time it was moving at this 125 area. It looks like it wanted to break, and it didn't break. So end up coming back down, tested this 116 area. Actually found the support yesterday, and bounced back to the 123. Looks like we're getting that we got that rejection at that 123 again. So we're coming back to the 119, 120 area of support. If this area over here holds this is 117. I think if 119 holds, it could bounce. Otherwise, it's probably gonna come back to this 116 again. So that's kind of how TSM has been playing out. It's been playing these support levels really well, actually. I guess we can skip that 119. Meh. Could also say is inverse. I could also say it's just a regular head and shoulder as well, which is actually pretty bearish if the head and shoulder plays out. Oh, it was up today with semis down. Oh, I think TSM went up because of Global Foundry. Because Global Foundry reported yesterday. What's Global Foundry's ticker? GFS. It was up a little bit, so I think it was because of that, and the other semiconductor stock, AMBA, was also up a lot today. Bursted through from 180s all the way to like 225s. Yeah, I didn't expect that to come too. That was pretty crazy. I was tempted to short it this morning, but I was like, nah, I don't want to make too much crazy decisions. That's right, man. Stocks only go up. So there's your TSM levels. The BJ's wholesales. Ooh, yeah, that's a good level. I think we looked at BJ's earnings and they had share repurchase. Let's look at that earnings again. That's a good area to start position 63. Um, it could even come down to 61 and possibly 56, but if you believe in it, just keep buying it on the way down. ALB. I saw that some of the stuff were down, like AA was also down today as well. Oh yeah, so BJ's did a $500 million stock buyback. So they had a pretty good earnings and they had a big move. 14% year-over-year growth, reasonable sales increase, digital enabled sales growth, and the 500 million stock buyback. Yeah, I think naturally these companies are gonna do pretty well. I don't see them ever going down. BJ is gonna be like the next Costco, yeah. It's just gonna keep going up, up, up on this super uptrend. You guys seen the Costco chart, right? It's just like on a super uptrend like this. I feel like BJ is gonna do the same thing. I should have kept my position from $20. I actually go to BJ's a lot more than I go to Costco's because the BJ's I go to, they have like 3 different floors of parking, and people are always so lazy they never want to park on the 3rd floor or the 2nd floor. So that's where I usually prefer to park. I would probably add, bro. I wouldn't even cut the position. Let's check out ALB. So this is like the lithium company, benefit a lot from that. They also pulled back a little bit. I guess this is a reasonable level to start a position around 260s. The ideal area would be 251s. And obviously the super area would be down here, 234s. ALB. So here you go, Mastinator. I'm gonna post that in the discussion channel. I hope that helps if you're looking to buy more. Added more APPS, ACHR, BB, Tilray. We'll pick up some fuel cell here as well. True Degen style. I like it. What's ACHR? I did pick up a little bit AMC today though. And APPS. Yes, sir. Roku. I got you. Let's check out Roku. Roku is bound to be buying opportunities soon, right? Bound to be. Bound to be. So I remember looking at Roku over here around this 230 something range. Thought it was gonna bounce, did not bounce. Came back under it, tested that area, got the rejection, couldn't break over it. So I think the next area we're looking for Roku to hit is 199. It's trading around 208 right now, so not that far away. This is probably the ideal area to get into Roku. We talked about how double bottom is very bullish move on the stock charts, right? But the reversal of that is a double top, right? So that's what we kind of have here. And I think this 199 area is going to be where it could be a good area to bounce to like 235s. So what's your screen name in court? Thoughts on PTN? I'm not sure about this company. What's PTN? Not that familiar with it. Looks like it's coming back down from that big move. Let me take a look. Yeah, it looks like we're getting reversal down. Next area of support would be probably 47s. If that doesn't bounce on 47s, you might see a dead cat bounce on 47s, but if it doesn't, it's probably going to go under. PTN. So I'll post this the chart as well. So ideally 47 area. Ouch. Yeah, Roku is like that. What's up, JJ? Boeing? I feel you, man. Same here. I had those before too. So they're going to produce content. Yeah, they are. They're already in the process of doing that. They already have like Roku channels. They bought out some companies and stuff like that. Yeah, Nvidia is pretty strong. Let's check out BA. Haven't looked at BA in a while. Hate this company. How come Square changed their name to Block? So one of my other charts has BA on this other trend. Let me see if I can find it for you. All right. So on my other chart, I have this super duper trend line on BA, and I think this trend line could hit again. So this trend line was drawn from February 19th February of 2019. Started from that top here, hit over here. It hit here one time and here one time, and then it also hit this level actually right before the market dropped. So I really respect this trend line. I think it's really accurate. And fast forward to 2021, in March we broke over the trend line, as you can see. So that's the orange trend line here. We broke over, which is good. When the company breaks over, it's very bullish, right? So it broke over and back tested the trend line. So this trend line used to be a resistance trend line, and now you can see it's a support trend line. So it broke over, back tested, bounced off that, back tested again, and bounced off it, back tested again, bounce, back test, bounce, and then back test again. So you can see how effective this trend line is. It's like the bread and butter of Boeing, man. So we're about to test that orange trend line at some point or another, and that area, if it were to test it, would be 166. It sounds a little bit crazy, but I don't think 166 is that hard. 166 would put it in line to like last year's price point before that big move up. So that's somewhere around like last year's September 20 price point. And that's kind of an area where a lot of the cruise company has came to. So for Boeing to go from 190 to 166, it's not impossible. Probably a good reasonable chance there. JJ, what's your screen name on Discord? So I can add you if you want, or you can check it on discussion channel. I'm gonna post it there. So if it hits again, I think that's where it would be a really good opportunity. No problem, man. I got you. So I think that's pretty much it for today. It's like around 5:10. I'm gonna end it here. But we'll be back here tomorrow. Hopefully, you guys have some green trades. We'll try to find some buying opportunities for tomorrow, and hopefully this starts to flat out and it begins like the start of a bounce. But I wouldn't want to be too bullish here, just because it's hard to foresee the uncertainty. You know, I don't know if this is gonna be like another March, or like I don't know if this is gonna be an area for another March 2020, or if it's just gonna be one of these regular drops. You know, or like the Delta. When did the Delta variant came out? When did we first started hearing about this Delta variant? Do you guys know? Since the Delta variant was named on May 31st, 2021. That's right. Thank you, CP. So let's check. Let me check the SPY chart on May 2021. And then it says it has spread to over 163 countries by August. So May to August. Let's look at the chart real quick. Let me look at a cleaner chart. So this was May. We had a double bottom drop. Didn't even drop that hard, yo. And then it says it got very serious in August. So I guess the September drop would kind of be like a good example. So ideally, we're looking for the move to the yellow line, which will be here, and then the bounce back to the medium, which will be around over here. So that means we will ideally want to drop to around 448, bounce back to about 460s. If we set up a double bottom, or in this case is it inverse head and shoulders. So inverse head and shoulders for the move up. So over here, we could look for a double bottom for a move up as well. That would be another bullish signal too. Yeah, I mean, Delta was mainly in India, and it says we didn't have a lot of impact here, but if you read about it a little bit further in the news, it actually did end up impacting a lot throughout the world. And I think it did impact here a lot. We just did not cover it as well. Like it just didn't get much media coverage anymore, but I think it did impact a lot. But yeah, we're gonna end it here, guys. Oh yeah, I did mention about a special deal earlier. So for some of you guys, if you guys are interested in the algo that we're gonna release this week, we're probably gonna release it for about $252 or something, somewhere around there. For anybody that, if you guys want to get into the beta and you want to get in a little bit earlier, for anybody that picked up something from the wish list, just put your TradingView name and your put a TradingView name and your Discord name, and we'll get you access to the beta for free. That's it, guys. Thanks for stopping by and hang out, and have a good day.